Hey there, Salad fam! Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and just as promised, we have yet another Crypto Raiders video for you. This time, we go into a little bit more in depth to get that understanding about the stats, the abilities, and also how you can go about clearing past level 4 as we make that push together towards level 9. Captain Aqua here as always to remind you, especially in these troubling times, to continue to stay calm, keep building, and keep raiding. Let's go. Alright, so Raiders, boo! Welcome back to another episode, and today we are going to be taking a closer look at the abilities that you can learn on your Crypto Raider. Alright, so we're gonna keep this very short and sweet, and in regards to the build that we're currently running, there was a recent update which I am going to do a little bit more research on, where intelligence might be a thing. And the way it works for intelligence is that it increases your hit rate chance, alright, which is huge. Prior to PvP, of course, and also within the PvE zone, if there are monsters or opponents with very high evade, very high agility, that is where intelligence will come in for you to hit them. But currently right now we're running agility in the hope of evading, alright? So that's what we're going to be looking out for here. When you look at the offensive skills, right, basically you have Sure Strike, Magic Missiles, and Counter Attack, alright? And I think when you compare all three of this together, the one that you really want to focus on is going to be Sure Strike, alright? Because it's going to be a guaranteed hit, it's going to deal additional damage, and it's going to reduce the target's next energy gain by 5, alright? So overall, this is going to be pretty good for you as you level up because you are guaranteeing that hit every time you hit that 30 energy. It's a little bit expensive compared to the other two, but I think it's going to offer you a little bit more value, alright? Because for Magic Missiles, it kind of depends on your hit rate ability. So if your intelligence is not very high to begin with, you're not really going to get a lot of value from it. And counter attack, for me, and based on the research I did, is a little bit silly because it kind of wastes your turn there. And of course, it's going to give you that resistance and striking back for 50%. Alright, so this is actually a little bit better as compared to when it was originally released. So I think this is still very, very decent, I would say. But I think if you just want to give yourself that opportunity to strike down your opponent before he can kill you, this is where Sure Strike is really going to come into play. So I would recommend this as you level up. As you look at the defensive skills, right, basically you have Brace that allows you to take 80% less damage for 2 turns. So this is pretty decent. Getting hit while active restores 20 energy points and removes the buff, alright? So basically, if you get hit, alright, within the first or the second attack, it's going to remove the buff. If you get hit for the first time, then the buff doesn't happen for the second turn, alright? So it does give you back the 20 energy points, which is pretty good. So you're more or less deflecting one attack, alright? Unless you happen to evade both attacks from your opponent, which in any case, that's better, right? So not too bad, I would say, for Brace. And if you look at Magic Armor, right, this actually depends on your maximum hit points. So if you are running a build that doesn't depend on strength, that gives you hit points, the Magic Armor isn't really going to give you a lot of value, right? So I would say that for those of you who are running strength characters, Magic Armor is definitely something you want to look out for. And Sneak is quite interesting, alright, because it actually allows you to gain a 20% crit rate and bypass your opponent's shield effects until your next successful crit. With each passing turn, it will decrease evade by 5% and increase crit chance by 5%, alright? So I think this works for an agility build, so we're going to try it out later as well, especially once we get to level 3. We'll get Sure Strike first and followed by Sneak as our second ability. Now, if you look at the utility options, right, you have something over here called the Battle Cry that really talks about lowering your enemy defense by 70%, increasing your own by 30%. So I think this works especially if you are fighting against those really strong monsters or opponents because you get to lower down their strength stat per se. Definitely something worthwhile. And you have one over here called Imbue Weapon, alright? So this will actually increase your attack by 45% for the next 3 hits, alright? Again, your intelligence needs to be high for this because if you don't have a very strong successful hit rate, it's going to be very similar to Magic Missiles, where you're not going to get that value if you keep missing your opponent, alright? And finally, we have Sharp Eyes, where this allows you to overcome your prey with the eye of the predator, increasing your hit chance by 30% and crit damage by 30% for the next 2 crits. I believe this is pretty good, all right, because if you get 2 crits, then of course is going to give you that additional crit damage, all right? And it doesn't really say how long the buff lasts for. Perhaps it will last all the way until you get your next 2 crits, and it's only for 15 energy, all right? So I would say pretty decent. And again, you are looking at hit chance, all right, over anything else. So I would say that Sharp Ice is probably the better option out of the 3 based on the research that I've done, but we're going to be finding this out for ourselves over the course of this series of Crypto Raider videos, all right? Again, friends, the way I like to do my videos is that I come into these games with very little knowledge, and I do the research, and I gain the experience, and it is really for you to follow me along this journey and pick up all this value along the way. But of course, if you are a seasoned player and you want to help out the community here at Sail Adventures, and myself included, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you, yes? Now, let's just go ahead with the Sure Strike first, okay? Because that's the one that we've been talking about from the beginning, and this is the one that we want to start on our next run as we get to level 3. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 Hogger, and then we're going to get right back to trying the Heroic for the very first time. And we're going to try out the Sure Strike as well, yes? Alright, ready, set, go. It's the Hogger again. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Alright, so you can see that the spacebar is what we need to use first, right? And then we're coming up to the Sure Strike moment. And there it is. We hit the 1, and we have burned that energy, as you can see. You have to be careful, of course, because you see once the turn has been hit, all right, this will light up. You hit the 1, and nice Sure Strike over there. Ooh, and I think that was a critical hit as well. Phenomenal. All right, so we're going to take him down very easily. And that is your Hogger down for the count, all right? So again, we're going to be touching on the Heroic right after this. All right, so again, for strength, physical prowess and unfettered power, focus on strength and become an immovable object and an unstoppable force. Now, this gives you more health, more damage, more defense, and resistance to critical hits, all right? So this is a tank. Intelligence, yes, we talked about this. Accuracy. Crit damage. Ooh, crit damage is huge here. And accuracy, okay? And basically no health, but it gives you damage as well, right? So intelligence is definitely an interesting build. Now, for agility here, what you're looking at is that you're getting health with a 3+, not so much damage. You're getting a lot of hit rate and a decent amount of evasion, all right? So that's what we're looking for. Wisdom, what we were mentioning earlier, that is a lot of damage. Yes, a lot of damage. And there is a little bit of accuracy as well, all right? So hit rate. Hit rate seems to be the thing for both intelligence and wisdom together, all right? But you are getting a little bit more damage with wisdom. That's interesting. Okay, so for charm, resistance to damage and resistance to critical hits. Okay. And for this, you're looking at a combination of luck. A combination of crit rate, crit damage, and evasion for luck, all right? So again, if we want to be a top evader, it looks like agility is the way to go. And the hit first option is a little bit confusing for me, all right? So maybe every time we go about a turn, we're the ones that hit first, I suppose. But I guess that doesn't really matter if you're countering. So yeah, basically you're just trying to land as much crits as possible. And it's interesting now that we think about this, because may want to give myself a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of intelligence maybe. Currently right now we cannot see the overall stats. Okay, we can see it here. Is that on the weapon as well? Okay. I see where this goes. All right, so the total amount of strength that we have is 12. All right, because of the 2 items together. Okay, so we got 12 strength, we got 10 intelligence, we got 8 luck, and we have 4 wisdom. All right, we do have a lot of strength. Yeah? We do have a lot of strength, and we have no agility on any of our weapons. Okay, so we have 10 intelligence as it is. So, which leads me to believe that there is no harm in putting 1 more additional point on intelligence. And then putting the rest on agility. Okay. Alright, just giving ourselves that additional intelligence boost. All right, and in any case, don't worry, you can use your scroll here, which will only cost you 250 aurum to reset everything. All right, so to be honest, you don't have to worry about your character's stats. All right, you can just go ahead and level him up, and of course, when you are content, that is when you can rework everything out. All right, so that's going to be very straightforward for you. Okay, Hogger's Revenge Heroic. Let's give this a roll and see how well we do here. Yeah. All right, so I'm assuming it's going to be a similar path to the boss. So let's sit tight and get ready to take him on. And we're not using potions here. Yes. I think, of course, ultimately, as you get to the higher levels, and of course, as we learn more about this game, potions are definitely going to be a thing. But as we power level our character up, right, we'll see how long we can go without the use of potions. And up to the point where I need to figure out how to acquire the potions and get them into the inventory. I think it's going to be quite straightforward, yes. Okay. The match has started, and it seems that we are in a lot of trouble. As it is, we're trying to depend very heavily on the evade, all right. But you can see that for this heroic Hogger, he is getting a lot of hits in, all right. So we're not really getting our evade off here, which is a little bit concerning. All right, we're gonna try and tap this as fast as we can, but we're already way past the 50% mark, and he is okay actually. Yep, it doesn't look good. I think we're going to go down here. Yeah, we're going to go down to the heroic boss. Okay, so there you go. That is one key wasted. And it seems that we might need to get to level 4 in order to clear him effectively without the use of the potion, all right? Let me fast forward this and we'll see the outcome, yeah? All right, so folks, we're back. We took a couple more rounds with the normal Hogger, and we were quite fortunate. We managed to pick up a couple of awesome weapons, including this Wizard's Manual that gives us 9 agility, 7 wisdom, 3 intelligence, and 2 luck, all right? So what we're trying to do is to clamp down on the amount of charm that we have. So far, we have 1 charm, all right? And this is because of this particular copper mail. But I like the wisdom and intelligence and strength that it gives, and I just boosted my agility following this current level up to level 4. Okay, so I'm currently sitting pretty on 29 agility. I'm not so good with the luck, so my critical chance is not going to be insane. And I don't have a lot of intelligence, okay, but for some reason I have a ton of wisdom, and that's probably because of the 7 wisdom here and the 12 wisdom there. Again, I'm not trying to carry a lot of charm with me, so this fella with the 3 charm, it's a meh. But this one is a little bit more interesting, all right, because it gives us a little bit more luck, all right. So I'm going to try and give this a go and take a look at our complete stats again, all right. There is actually a companion tool that will allow you to see all of your stats, all right. But we're going to be looking into that in the later part of the series. You can get it from the main Discord, that's what I've heard. But essentially right now we have a total of 10 luck, we have a total of 8 wisdom, so we turned this around entirely. And a total of 10 intelligence and 5 strength, all right? So not a crazy amount of strength. And over to this side, right, we got the luck that has gone up a lot, okay? So I think this is not going to be a good balance. I would rather have a ton of wisdom here as compared to... I would rather have 19 wisdom as compared to 10 luck, all right? And now the moment of truth. We're going to dive into the heroic Hogger and see how well we do. Yes. All right, the moment of truth. We got sick amount of stats. We have just hit level 4. I did not see whether we could pick up another ability. We'll have to go back and take a look later. But now we're just going to go and dive in. We have no potions once again. And we don't have a lot of strength. But we are getting our hit points from the other stat pool. And it looks like we're doing a lot better this time. Yes, we're a lot stronger. Is he able to hit me? Still seems to be... Okay, he missed 1. That's great. All right. He missed again. Very good. I think he missed again. Yeah, okay. The agility is starting to pay off now. And yeah, we did a lot better for this particular round. So there you go, guys. The easy way to go about this. And ooh, Wizard's Manual. Let's see whether it's superior to the other one, yeah? Because this is the heroic dungeon. And this one gives us... Ooh, okay. So... It gives us 7 charm, alright? So that's trash. But it's level 10. So we just need to keep grinding the heroic Hogger a little bit more. And are we able to... No, we can only equip one ability, all right? So that's what we're using to level up. All right, so that's done. There we go. So with that, that's another wrap. And this game is pretty straightforward, pretty enjoyable. And the thing I like about this is that for those of you who are perhaps working on another job at home and you want something on the side, something simple to pass the time, while the actual raiding is not automatic, it's fairly simple to play. And we're going to be exploring more and seeing when we can start to earn in our journey here with Crypto Raiders. Thank you for watching, and look out when it's dark. Alright, Raiders! We are learning a lot over the course of these initial videos, and we're going to keep them coming because I'm enjoying the game a lot, and it's quite a pleasant learning experience thus far. It's relaxing, and of course it all fits into the whole theme of what we're doing here at Cell Adventures, and that is to dive deep into the realm of GameFi. Experienced Raiders, drop your comments down below and give us some tips for all the newer players within our community. And also let us know what game is on the horizon and what you would like us to review next. And of course, as always, and much appreciated here for the channel as we continue to grow and build, your subscription and a big thumbs up will go a long way. This is Captain Aqua signing off again, reminding you to continue, stay calm, and keep building with Cell Adventures.